Sega was a group of companies that formed during the 1940s and 1950s in Honolulu, Hawaii, and went by the name Standard Games. They moved to Tokyo, Japan in 1951 and started selling stuff like slot machines and jukeboxes. In 1965, Standard Games changed their company name to Sega. David Rosen of Rosen Enterprises sold Sega to Gulf and Western in 1969, but he remained CEO of the company. In 1966, Sega's first arcade machine, Periscope, which was originally developed by Namco in 1965, became so successful in Japan that they immediately started to export copies to America and Europe, eventually giving birth to what we now know as the golden age for arcades, through 1978 to 1983. In 1979, David Rosen left Sega, but before he left, Rosen made some very suspicious adjustments to the Sega logo. For those of you who don't know, back in 2007, there was an FBI document describing symbols used by paedophiles to identify their sexual preferences. I won't be covering all the symbols and their meaning in this video, but I'll stick some links to the FBI document in the description. The information is out there, but unfortunately, mainstream news completely avoids this topic for some bizarre but suspicious reasons. Now, what sparked my attention was the other day when I was playing Alien Isolation. I noticed the A in the Sega logo. It seems to bear a resemblance to the boy love symbol. According to the FBI document, the outer triangle is meant to resemble an adult, whereas the smaller triangle spiralling into the centre is meant to be that of a young male child. It would have all been just a coincidence in my opinion, if it wasn't for the fact of who exactly Sega were aiming their products at: young boys. Sonic the Hedgehog first made an appearance on our TV screens in 1991, not long after home consoles became really popular. Sonic, a blue hedgehog with blue triangular spikes on his back, became Sega's mascot and basically an icon for computer games, like Super Mario. Sonic was to be the same colour blue used in the Sega logo. I think it's funny how all these huge company owners for children's entertainment, like Walt Disney, all happen to be a Freemason. That's another story. I've always noticed a connection between Freemasonry and paedophilia in my time studying this topic. I googled Sonic the Hedgehog just after I noticed the boy love symbol in the Sega logo, and instantly I noticed a MaSonic link. A MaSonic link. Here's a picture when I googled the word MaSonic. Checkered chessboard-like floors and pillars are well known to be used and depicted in Masonic temples and lodges. MaSonic the Hedgehog by Boy Lover Sega.
We're here to talk to you about Sonic the Hedgehog and about all the occult elements that are inside of it that you may not be aware of. So when you start playing Sonic 1 and you see Sonic pointing up with the ring around him, with the wings being spread out and with the ribbon, we've seen that before. And we've seen that in Zoroastrianism in the symbol of the Farbahar, where instead of Sonic the Hedgehog we have this bearded guy who also happens to be holding a ring, and he's got the wings and he's got the ribbon and he's got the finger pointing. This
particular gesture that Sonic does, the hand pointing up, yeah. And that is a very Zoroastrianism, undeniably Zoroastrianism gesture. It means that he is pointing and directing all of his energy to the origin, to the center of this kind of cosmic center of everything.
The spreading of the wings happens at the top of the caduceus. And what's the caduceus? The caduceus is the symbol that we see all the time in all the hospitals and medical related things.
It's an ancient symbol for Kundalini.
Kundalini is this spiral energy that's coiled in the
base
of the spine, and then when you start working on yourself by meditating, by breathing, by doing anything to wake this thing up, it starts going up your spine and then rising, yeah.
The 7 chakras.
The 7 emeralds.
There you go.
Not only do we have the Farbahar logo, but we also have hedgehogs being considered to be a sacred animal in Zoroastrian culture.
Right, the hedgehogs themselves were sacred for many reasons, though probably the most prevalent of all being pest control.
Yeah, just like in ancient Egypt, you had cats.
Really? Mm-hmm. No one's ever given me a gift before. I gotta check that off my bucket list.
Now the people are walking like zombies, and they're carrying offerings. They're lifting these offerings up to the sky, but they're walking like zombies, and now they're dropping to their knees